So what's up out there? Back what I was saying, I had to make another part two because I ran out of room. But like I was saying, I decrease right now that the Father may use me to be bold, to stand firmly on what is the truth. Continually, in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, I pray. I release the blood of Yeshua through these videos. Whoever watches them, the blood of Yeshua is being activated. No matter who watch it, even if you watch it, Rod, the blood of Yeshua is being activated, and the fire of the Holy Ghost is terminating everything which comes to harm you. And I will not be harmed, says the Holy One. I thank God for His presence. I thank God for His glory, which I'm releasing now. I release the presence of God throughout this video right now. That it overtake everybody who watches. And it purifies Facebook in Yeshua's mighty name. And whoever watches is wherever it goes. Wherever it's played in Yeshua's mighty name. Let the fire of God burn up and destroy every tormenting spirit, every lying and mocking spirit, every murder plan, plot, strategy, hidden agenda, secret enemies, which are being revealed and exposed right now in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, unseen enemies, internal enemies, external enemies, in Yeshua's mighty name. And everybody I'm connected to, let them be purified and blessed. I prophesy blessings to the just, and judgment to the ones who are not sitting still with this foolishness that they're doing all over the city and all over the world, whoever's connected. Because I believe it's more people that's connected than just Augusta and Florida and South Carolina. But yeah, let's get started back to what I was talking about. So anyway, y'all, yeah, excuse me for a second, do something. But back to what I was saying. The Huntington Apartments. I moved out of my parents' house, and I finally got into some apartments of my own. But while I was staying there, before I moved to the Huntington, or after I moved to the Huntington, I just felt led to go online and look up the reviews for the apartment complex. Folk were saying there are murderers, there were killers who stayed there, they was trying to kill them, and folk breaking into their apartment, XYZ. I experienced the same thing. And I noticed when I went on Facebook, right after I saw the reviews for the Huntington Apartments, right after I saw the views for the Huntington Apartments, I posted it on Facebook. And immediately I went back to the website for the Huntington Apartments. It's now called the Metropolitan now. They changed it up since I've been gone. I've been moved out of there since 2014 when I went to go marry my wife. I went back to the website where you can look and see the reviews, and they removed it. They removed it quick. You know what I'm saying? So we all know when a liar continues to lie, they don't want to be found out. A liar must lie. They must continue to lie because that's what they like. They feed off of lies. They believe their own lies. They don't want to quit lying because if they get found out that they're a liar, they're going to lie some more. And they ain't sorry that they caught. They just mad they can't lie no more. Like folk who used to bully you in school, get mad when they can't bully you or misuse you or can't use you. You know what I'm saying? Folk get mad when they can't use you, and that's a typical situation here in Augusta, Georgia. I don't know about any other state, but I've known that, folk are the same from high school on up to adulthood here in this city. They just ain't gonna tell the truth. So basically, I was living at the Huntington, and then I just noticed some crazy stuff going on. And on that side of town I was living on the Wheeler Road, I just, when you a prophet and you pick up stuff in the spirit, you're not crazy. You're not dumb. It's not that you don't know. It's not that what you're seeing is not real. If you start to begin to study about witchcraft and study about how it works in the church and how it works in the government and in the land and the earth, you start, your eyes start to open up. Like they say, realize. You know what I'm saying? Realize them lies again. So when you begin to see what's really going on, when you start studying about, just on the real, you know what I'm saying? The Huntington Apartments was practicing witchcraft on the daily. You know what I'm saying? There were folk with the Illuminati symbol tattooed on their chest. There were folk breaking into my apartment. It was a guy that was staying next door to me that was killing folk. He was literally murdering people. I heard folks screaming in my apartment next door, because he stayed next door to me. And the walls you could hear people screaming over there. You know what I'm saying? He come walking out the door one day and, saw me and ran back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had this mean, crazy look on his face. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no rug on his floor. I believe he was burying folk beneath the carpet, beneath the floor. He just wasn't telling nobody. Body parts. You know what I'm saying? It was, he was just had bleach covering the floor, but every apartment there had carpet in it. But he had his carpet pulled up and he was living off of hardwood. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else had hardwood floor in there. You know what I'm saying? Enough about them. Back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? So I moved from, it was just something demonic covering the city. Now, all of a sudden, I'm seeing folk, I'm gonna use this wallet and I'm gonna make an example. This is gonna be my phone. Let me hear what the Lord is saying real quick. Okay, back to what I was saying. During that time, I was, I didn't have a car. I was, getting ready to get one. And, I had been at the Huntington for about a year now. Close to it. But during 2013, I got put in the mental institution. They tried to murder me in the mental institution. They wanted to. They were trying to set me up. And there was already people getting killed at Georgia Regional Hospital. There was, I seen blood on the bathroom walls. Folk, when I saw it and noticed something about it, they hurry up and clean the blood off the walls. And it was a murder that happened, but they blamed somebody. It was the young folk that was killing folk. It wasn't the older people that worked there for years. They blamed the older guy for killing somebody that died. But it didn't happen that way. So later on, I got out of Georgia Regional and, I see people, I noticed something funny going on. So folk was taking money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the folks say, well, why you think folks stealing from you? You know what I'm saying? Look, the government, see these papers right here? This is what, I'm gonna turn it so you can see it. Okay, you see this? That says, right there where it says, he is disabled. His disability began on December 21st, 1978. You know how much money that is owed to me? But see, that's the money that was stolen because my mom knows about it, because when she saw the paper, she found it in a bag at her house when we was moving back with my ex-fiance, because that was the paperwork for the payee or whatever. But blah, blah, blah. Skip forward. She thought I doctored the paper up. I don't want to go to jail. Why would I do that? So, she didn't want me to have that paper. So I went back to the Social Security office to ask for that in 2012, going into 13. They acted as if I was doing something wrong when I told them, I wanted that paper because I'm entitled to it. They didn't want to give it to me. So I told them God was going to bring judgment on them next time I come back if I find out they was lying. Well, they banned me from Social Security and they want me to come back because that right now. And to this day, Social Security office here in Augusta, Georgia gives me problems every time I call them. Every time. They treat me like some retard. But every Social Security office outside of Augusta or the national line, they don't give me no problem. They give me whatever I ask for. I know what you're up to, Social Security office on Robert C. Daniel Parkway here in Augusta, Georgia, and you in trouble. You took from me. You stole from me. You helped the people get money that did not belong to them. So when you get, and this was prophesied that this whole situation I'm talking about was going to be on the news. So I noticed folk all over the city, you know, they got their phone, and they when they see me, they be like, you know what I'm saying, looking suspicious. And when they're around me, they be like, so when I walk up, they go click, 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 and be looking at me like, you know, it's folk that they go to the grocery store and they wait on me to buy stuff. I'm gonna make a part 3 in a second because this one about to go out. But you know what I'm saying, there's more to be told about this, and I'm gonna continue to talk about this because folk need to know the truth. And a lot of folk they're in danger, they're in trouble. I'm not in danger, I'm not in trouble. I won't be killed, I will not be judged.